Good evening. Thank you, Dr. O'Malley, Superintendent of this fine district, Board of Trustees members, principals, and teachers who are present tonight. Tonight, I'll be speaking about a proposed change to our school scheduling. The year-round education schedule is no new concept. Dating back to the 19th century, year-round education was used to combat overcrowding and underfunding in many districts, which are still issues that are faced today. The effects or benefits of this type of educational structure are reduction of child hunger, overall instructor satisfaction, and it offers more frequent breaks throughout the year. According to a review done by Grace Chin, many schools use different versions of the year-round education schedule, such as the 45-15 plan, where students and staff have 45 days of school and then have 15 days off throughout the year. These different methods are used to combat many different things like child hunger. According to feedingamerica.org, almost 22 million children rely on the free or reduced lunch and breakfast program offered throughout the academic year. So when these schools released, only about 4 million of these children have access to a summer lunch program. With some basic maths, that means 18 million of these children are left hopeless and not knowing where their next meal will come from during the summer. To try and lessen this burden and stress on these children and parents, the year-round education schedule offers more time in school, which gives children more access to the free or reduced lunch programs. It is not only important to keep our children's stomachs full, but their memories as well. The student's ability to retain information that has been taught in the classroom is very important to his and her success in the long run. This phenomenon is known as summer brain drain. The summer brain drain is when students come back to school for the next academic term a little bit behind from their previous year. This concept has not been widely tested, but according to a researcher, research in support of this argument is not conclusive, but they have small isolated studies that reveal moderate increases in these year-round students on standardized tests. But with more research, one could predict that this concept of better performance on standardized tests could contribute to year-round education. But the only way teachers can carry out this task of teaching effectively is if they are satisfied with their teaching environment. A teacher's satisfaction in the classroom is very crucial to the student's learning experience. In an article, Teacher Job Satisfaction in a Year-Round School, it was stated that because they get more frequent breaks, they don't need to take off for mental days, and they also schedule their doctor's appointment during the intersessions to reduce their time away from the classroom. Because, as we all know, when the teacher's away, there's no teaching getting done when a substitute is there. But when teachers have more flexible schedules, they're able to perform at their peak for a longer time rather than running out of steam near the end of the year. And with that, more frequent breaks allows teachers and faculty and staff to be more refreshed when they come back from these different breaks. As recorded from one of the teachers in a study from Timberlane Elementary School, on a traditional calendar, I was wiped out by April. To do a good job at teaching took a lot out of me. I even thought about early retirement. Now, on a year-round education cycle, I get systematic breaks, the kids get breaks from me, and we're ready to work together again after those breaks. One form of year-round education, as stated before, is the 45-15 plan. Another popular one is the 60-20 plan, where students go to school for 60 days and then have 20 days off to themselves. Another one is the 90-30 plan, but the districts get to choose what they want. But these different methods allow the teachers and students to learn at their best, and it allots time for them to take a break and refresh their minds to come back and learn effectively. So in short, a year-round education schedule would have higher success rates in theory as opposed to a traditional schedule. I'd recommend more studies be conducted before considering these education schedules. However, one could argue that the year-round education schedule would be too expensive to maintain by a district in comparison to a traditional education schedule for different things like utilities and lights. But in the end, one could also argue you cannot put a price on our future. Thank you.